appreciate y'all. Today, the last week and a half, 2 weeks have been absolute hell with the back pain. And I got discouraged, I got depressed, I got really down. And I know a lot of you have been praying for me, and I appreciate that very, very much. And the fact that I was able to go out today and do anything like I used to do, I attribute to the fact that y'all were praying for me and that God answered those prayers. Today has been the best day I've had in probably months, and I thank each and every one of you for your kind prayers, your concern, and your love. I love each and every one of you, and God bless you. And thank you so much for all that you do. Okay.
Doing a lot of flint chips.
All right, here we go. Gil just spotted this, and it is crude, but it's definitely been worked on. It's not bifacial, unifacial, but it would have been a nice knife, handheld knife. So cool first find. It's April 28th, and we're out at the farm.
How do these things go out?
I don't know. We saw this when we first came in. There was a fire over by the trail that we take in here. But this is kind of dangerous because it could have spread easily. Gil thought at first it might have been a lightning strike, but I don't think so here. I don't know. I mean,
it's been shattered. Look at it. Pieces are all over behind you, from the tree that we had there. It's all been shattered.
That's true. Look at this layer of ash.
See it?
Yep.
Here's a skull, a burned skull.
Oh, cool. Cool. That goes home.
There's a bottle over there too. I saw when I was coming in.
A whole one?
Yeah, you see, it's a little tiny one.
Oh, I'm gonna go back that way and take some more
See that
pictures.
white stick right there?
Yep.
It's about 3 feet going to just a little to the right. See it sitting up on a hill?
How old?
Tiny medicine bottle looking thing.
There's some. Oh, now that's an interesting piece of.
Curved ceramic.
Yeah.
It's a bowl of some kind.
Yep. So that would be Victorian, I think.
You hear the girls giggling?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think we're in an area that they brought a lot of trash to this.
I'm gonna come back over there because it looks kind of interesting there. Let's see what else. All right, you said there was a little bottle here?
Yeah, it looks like a medicine bottle. It's just tiny scratches in the heat.
Oh, where?
Very
Oh, geez, yeah. Screw top, but it's still an older one. Yeah, it is cracked, but I'm gonna. Did you want it?
No.
I'll take it then.
That's private property, no trespassing sign. Uh-oh, we're in trouble now.
Where?
There's a round something or other.
All right, and Gil found another skull. You said it's a catfish skull.
These bones are very interesting inside the catfish.
Uh-huh.
Look how you could use it for a little saw.
Oh, wow, you sure could.
There's a couple of them down there.
Wow.
Oh, another monster catfish skull.
Is there?
Yeah. Or no, wait, this is stuck in the ground pretty good. I don't know what this is. Look the size of that one. That's been burned.
Oh, wow.
You got your bag? Okay. I was gonna say, you need a bag? I got one.
Yeah, just that one skull is really fragile.
This I don't believe is a catfish though, is it? It's got a flat head.
I don't know. Check it out.
It's got huge eye sockets. Well, yeah, it is because of this is where the whiskers come out right here. You know what I'm saying?
You think?
That'd be
Really?
where the whiskers. I think so.
Well, yeah, because if it was a, like a regular animal, there'd be teeth in the upper part there, wouldn't there?
Catfish have teeth too, I think. But it'd be like, yeah, totally
Cool.
different.
Look at how it mends together as they grow older.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Ours basically do the same thing.
Yeah, I've noticed. Most skulls.
Now here's a piece of clamshell, and it has very obviously been notched. Right here you can see, and here. And I believe it was probably a pendant. Yeah, but it's obviously notched. So that is a nice find. Pretty cool. I will take it home with me. Here's a little shard, pottery shard that was laying on the ground here. This is not Native American. Let me turn it around. But I do believe this dates back to the 1830s. It's unglazed. You can see the striations of how it was being made. See them? And so now this piece caught my eye because of the obvious shape. And you can see the patterns where they've taken off pieces of flint. And I believe that it's a unifacial knife or like a punch. It's definitely an artifact, but it's one of those that it's hard to classify what it is because it could be used for so many things. Let's keep looking. Here's a small piece of dark gray to bluish, which my friend Jerry Wagner used to call it upper blue Mercer. I don't know if this is Mercer or not, but it's waxy, it's nice, it's been worked, and I believe it's a thumb knife handheld like that for cutting. Now this piece intrigues me. It's metal. It flares out on the top there, you see? I don't think it's Native American because it feels like iron, but that could go back to the Judge Miller era in the 1830s. Alright, again, possibly dating back to, well, it goes back to the 1800s anyways, but how far back I'm not sure, is a shell button. Yep, shell, nice little button, and that definitely could go back to the 1830s. And here is a small fragment of Native American Indian pottery. Nice. So I'm gathering up a nice little grouping of small things here that are significant.
Quarts and pints, you know what I'm saying? They just use ounces and then they started putting that shit on.
Oh, okay.
The 70s, right?
Yeah, and it's got like a crown or not a crown, but a castle and
a
tower on it.
The emblem.
Yeah. What's this on them?
I didn't notice.
Just says liquor bottle.
Got a date. A lot of times they're dated on the bottom. 451. It could be 1951. I don't think so though.
No.
It's newer than that.
All right, now this is one of the ones you were talking about?
80. That 80 could be the year, 1980.
Okay.
And that's like a 70s.
Do I want to take it?
That one doesn't have any milliliters on it either, does it? It's just 16 fluid ounces. That's it. Yeah. So that's now I know the breaking point. That's 70s and about 80 they started making them metric. They were trying to teach us metric, but we never went to it. And then all of a sudden we started going to it. 50-50, you know?
Yep. I don't think I'm going to take that.
That's why I left it. I didn't want it. I got them at home, you know?
Yeah. You said there's
an airplane.
Where?
Right fucking there, man. I missed that walking through here.
Oh, cool.
Isn't that wild?
Ouch.
I'm thinking it's not plastic. It would have been totally melted.
Think again.
It is plastic.
It is. How did that survive? It says something on it. B36. You want it?
No.
Good.
I knew you would.
You know me well. I take anything just about. That's cool.
That's part of the story, man. It's burned up there.
Yep. All right, just spotted this because I came down on the bank, and it is a nice handheld chopper, sharpened really nice on the edge. Very thin. It's still a cool piece.
It'd be a good skipping stone.
Don't, please.
No. It's out of the way for some reason. Make a fire here, I guess. I don't know why they didn't put it over here in the opening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, do you think it's spread by just
I
sparks or what?
Yeah, I think they're here having a fishing time and getting the Red Bull in them and shit.
Okay.
And the little fire going, and all of a sudden one of the guys said, "Oh no, look it!" And the fire was already spreading. There's nothing you can do but run, you know?
Yeah.
If you go this way, the only piece burned up. Whether it started up in there or not, I don't know. But I couldn't find any much further. I just went, oh, there's a snake.
A what?
Snake.
Where?
Right here. Gartner.
Oh, yeah, I see him.
Got a fat belly like he just ate something earlier.
He's going to hide in there, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm pushing him towards you right here. He's coming out right about now.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
scoping this out. He's smelling the air. Who are these people? Hope they don't hurt me. No.
Oh, he does have a fat stomach.
Doesn't he? Look at. Here, we can do a little scratching.
All right, what's this? Oh,
brick. Somebody was working on it, weren't they?
Oh, let's sit down. If you don't care.
I'm guessing the farmers spotted it when he was walking out here looking around. You can see his tracks through here, you know. Maybe he highlighted it so he wouldn't hit it with his plow.
I tell you what, that does look like ochre on it. You know what? I'm pretty damn sure that is. That being the case, what the hell was it used for? It would have had an interesting use if that's ochre. It goes.
Get it here.
And it's just on the surface piece.
Oh wow, how deep is that thing? I don't see any give, did you?
A little bit.
Did it?
Why would that have red ochre on it? I wonder.
I'm done, I'm tired.
Let me have it for a second then. What do you do? Oh. Okay, I didn't have the camera on then, but it looks like this clay, really hard clay,
It is a good chunk.
was laid purposely around this stone, and it's got red ochre on the stone, which kind of makes me think that it. I hate it when people always say, "Oh, it had some kind of religious significance," but I think this did. Look how they laid that around there. But it's not on this side, just that side.
Whoops.
That's all right. What the hell? Well, I can see this end better now. Oh. See, that's been abraded. That's been abraded a lot. This is going to be an effigy, I think.
It's moving. Getting more leeway this time than ever. Look at that gap I made there, huh?
Yeah, that is a big sucker, though. Man. But why is... And it's underneath of it, too. They packed that for some reason. And it's the clay's only on that side, too. Oh, there's some over here, too.
Yeah, it's pretty hard there, and it's hard here. This is the only spot here that was void of clay.
That's fascinating, though. Why? See, normally the clay would lay... Is that vertical or horizontal? I never can get it right.
Horizontal.
Okay, normally it would be laying like that. That was put there.
You tap that under there somehow.
Wait.
Yeah, see that word. It's not really giving. Yeah, give the pressure. There we go. That's
Holy
it.
shit.
Good idea. Good idea. Oh, I scratched it more.
That's all right.
That's huge.
Wow. Let's look underneath of
You ain't
it.
gonna drag that no shirt.
I'm afraid not.
That's
But
tuck size there. We can roll it out.
that was a great... Gotta just for a minute. Because every effigy that I found from here, or you have found from here, has been very abstract.
Yeah.
What is it? What does it represent? This was brought down. Both places there. That was purposely done. It almost looks like a...
If you empty your bag there, and I use this on the two handles, we can drag it somewhere and stash it somewhere over here for another time. Not today. I'm not gonna go.
Right. No, right. Can we flip
You
it
know
out?
what I'm saying?
Can we flip it out and see the base?
Yeah. I don't want to scratch it no more though. I don't want to get my hands all
See
dirty.
that? Yeah, that base has been worked too. Or right there where the thing is, that's been heavily abraded too.
It's flat right there.
Yep. Well, because they were grinding the other stone against it. They were making. Holy crap! Can we flip it? I think.
Just watch your fingers. Get my foot over there.
All right. Let's see.
Oops, sorry.
That's all right.
Exactly. Just roll it over there. Take a while though.
Just a sec. Let me take a better look and see if.
Can we cover this yet?
Yeah, you can.
One thing we never do is leave damaged areas.
Oops.
That's what you want to do all the time. When you treasure hunt, you don't want to leave any damaged areas.
What were they doing?
Holes you want to cover back up.
Okay, it is.
In case you're wondering.
They purposely brought this to a point, angled it down on the top from where the ochre is.
Watch that guy comes back with tools to dig it out and it's gone. That could be what he didn't do. He might be thinking, well, I'll come back with my shovel, you know, or something.
It's granite. Oh, look at this. You can see where they stopped. They were, where they were abrading it with arc packing with another piece of stone,
Yeah.
and they stopped right there for some reason. That is amazing. But why the red ochre?
Is that ochre going to be stained into the stone for, or, you know?
Let's take a look at the pieces that I was able to bring home, because obviously I couldn't bring that big piece home that I showed you, but we will bring it home eventually. This sign probably floated downriver from the Shiawassee National Wildlife Refuge. It looks like it's been in the river a long time. It's hard to see what's on it, but it does say National Wildlife Refuge. It doesn't say Shiawassee, surprisingly, but there's a bird, actually, a goose flying, and it says unauthorized entry, prohibited. So I don't think anybody would care that I took that sign, because it was laying on the riverbank. It's obviously been there in the river quite some time. So also in that area of fire that we looked at, there was a third skull, and I can't find it. I don't know what happened to it. But these are two. Gil thought they were catfish skulls, and I'd have to agree with him. Gil knows about this kind of stuff much better than I do. This one has some charring on it from the fire along the bank, but I will clean it up and put it in with my natural history collection, because I think it's pretty awesome how that shell, or how that skull is formed. I tell you, God is magnificent in all of his creation. Now this, he also said, is a catfish skull. Well, Shadow, hello baby. I wondered where you were. I was worried about you. You're not Shadow. You're one of Shadow's buddies. I have so many kitty cats come up out here. I love them. I love each and every one of them. I really do. Anyways, that's another catfish skull. And then this rib piece here. I don't know if this is, I don't think this is old. It's rib, probably a deer, maybe. Okay, then, as far as actual artifacts, other than the big piece that we didn't get to bring home, here is that piece that I found on the riverbank. Again, the edge was nicely sharpened, and it was a handheld chopper. It could have been on a handle. Could have been used kind of like an ulu. A very nice piece. This piece is a unifacial. It was worked on one side, but it is again a handheld knife. Very nicely done. Small late woodland pottery shard. Very small. Possible pendant. It definitely was notched, not recently. And I could see this being worn by one of the braves. This piece Gil found, I think it's kind of cool. I think he found this piece. But it is a small thumb knife. Built like that and used for cutting around the campfire or the hearth, probably. This is this flint, flat. It almost looks like gun flint, but it's grayish. And this piece Gil found, this occurred naturally from the breakage when they were making tools, but it very easily could have been used for a punch, a very sharp point. Now, as far as historic period artifacts, I've got here, this is iron. This is iron, and I believe that it could have been from an iron pot. And if it was an iron pot, being where it was found, I suspect it could have been a trade item. I don't know. That's probably part of a lock. 2 small medicine vials. Those were from the fire area, probably 1950s, 1960s. Top of a very old bottle. Wish the whole bottle would have been there. And it's still a mystery to me how the soda plastic plane from the 1960s survived that fire, because it was right with melted glass and everything else, as you saw on the video, but it survived. And let me move it for a second. It says B-36, wingspan 230 feet, length 16.2 feet. And I kind of get the idea, for some reason, that this might have been a premium item, like out of cereal or something. But pretty interesting that it survived that fire. And then there's a lot of historic period pottery pieces. You got these ribbed pieces that I believe are Victorian. Here's another ribbed piece, but different. You can tell by the coloring of it, it's different, but that's from the rim. These 2 pieces are interesting to me because they are both unglazed pottery. Well, let me restate that. This one is unglazed on one side and it's glazed on the other side. This one is unglazed on both sides. And I believe those probably date back to the 1830s when Judge Miller occupied that field as his homestead. And then there's bits and pieces here of other pots, just small shards. So all of this, along with finding that huge piece that was in the ground that had been nested in clay, it was a very fascinating day. And again, I thank each and every one of you for the day, because I don't think I would have been able to do it without your prayers. So the neighbors are getting noisy, so I'm going to close this now. And thanks for stopping by. God bless. I love each and every one of you.